Hey, Matt here from WagerWire. Got Craig Mucklow, VP of Trading for Caesars Sportsbook. Guy everyone wants to talk to this week, obviously. Super Bowl closing in, so let's get to it. I want to first let's hear some just a little market report. You know, the number opened what, 1.5?
Yeah, and then we moved down to one yesterday. A run of Eagles sharp money, so a couple of $100,000 bets, so plus 1.5. $100,000 on the money line, plus 105, and then 110,000 to win 100 on the under 49.5. So we're -1 and we're 49 on the total.
Yeah, and the total has seen a little bit of movement too. I mean, I saw 49.5. It went down to 48.5, and now it's kind of settled in the middle.
And the public will cut the money. The 50 to 60% of the money comes on Sunday anyway. So we'll see a lot of the sharp action move the number and get it into the right place. And then the public wave will come on Sunday. Now, generally, it's usually the over, and it'll be the Chiefs as well.
And so you talked about the Eagles money. You know, it's been an interesting dynamic. I've actually talked to a couple pros who like Kansas City, but they are actually waiting to bet because they're waiting to see if this Eagles money that has been coming late and heavy from some big groups is going to come again. Do you see that happening?
Yeah, and it's quite possible. It's smart, and it's not the first time you'll see one group of sharp bettors bet one side and another group of sharp bettors bet the other side. But then again, if you've got plus 1.5 and it closes pick and you bet on the other side of pick, you've got a 1 point middle, but you've still got a chance. But it's not uncommon to see some sharp action opposite sides. And they'll probably tease up the number as well to get it to like 3 or wherever.
And you talk about the 1 point middle. I think, traditionally that's not a major liability, but I feel like with these new overtime rules, is that a concern? Is that a consideration?
Yeah, when I looked at the matrix this morning, Chiefs by exactly 2 is not pretty for Caesars Sportsbook. That would be the worst result right now as it stands, the over and -2 exactly.
Okay. We got to talk about some props. But before we get into some of the props that you're really targeting, I mean, coin toss is kind of the one that everyone loves to get involved in, because I mean, hey, when you pay a nickel for a 50-50 proposition, why can't you? Right?
Why not? Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's we always hold our breath at the start before the game even starts. We've got a sweat already on the coin toss. Tails usually is the one that gets heavily bet. We took a huge 6-figure bet on tails last year, so we'd probably take another one this year. Hey, have a bet before the game.
Tails never fails.
Apparently.
Except when you're the book.
Yeah.
You want to see heads.
We do cringe for that nanosecond.
And so, what about some other props that you've kind of been amassed some liability on?
The biggest liability today, a run of money for DeAndre Hopkins, first touchdown scorer. The 3 Super Bowls I've done for Caesars so far, the customers always get the first touchdown scorer right for some reason. I don't know where they get it from. But DeAndre Hopkins this morning, 33 to 1. That's our biggest liability on that market. Saquon Barkley is like 3 times the tickets to score a touchdown at any time versus the next best. And then Mahomes under 5.5 rushing yards we saw action for as well. MVP market. Darius Slay saw a lot of money, and CJ Gardner-Johnson is also the biggest liability on the MVP market. A defensive player, it's a bit tough, but the prices are correct for the quarterbacks anyway.
Great. And finally, we have an official WagerWire quick pick in the app. It's called Docs Locks Snooze Fest. The Snooze Fest, as you can imagine, is all the unders. We have the game total, Hurts and Mahomes pass yards under, Saquon rush yards under, AJ Brown and Kelsey receiving yards under. This is a plus 1,100, so $100 pays out $1,100. So I feel like that's a tough one to take, but is the juice worth the squeeze on that to pay out this in return for all these unders coming in?
We would take a super underdome at the Caesars Sportsbook. Any under we're always happy for. I hope you cash, and I hope your followers cash on it, and I'll keep an eye on that liability for sure.
So you heard it here first.
Yeah.
VP of Trading for Caesars is rooting for Doc's Snooze Fest.
I am, big time.
Thank you very much, Craig.
Thank you.